Hey everyone, this is Princess Anime 64 and welcome back to my character analysis series. Today we are looking at Princess Garnet, aka Dagger, from Final Fantasy IX. So let's begin. At level 1, Garnet has an HP of 950, initial bravery of 180, max bravery of 475, attack is 175, and her defense is 210. When you max her out, HP is 1959, initial bravery is 831, max bravery 868, 320 attack, and 384 defense. Her crystal affinity is green, and she uses staves. Garnet's main roles are magic, attacker, healer, and support. She has fantastic defense, initial bravery, attack, and speed. Her low points, though, would have to be her HP and, oddly enough, max bravery, which I think kind of clashes with her initial bravery. So this command, the first one we have, there is a lot to go through for this one, but we're just going to go through half of it. The part about, like, the Strength 55 stuff, that's actually for her awakening, which we do not have yet. So her first command is called Aquamarine's Radiant Water. It is a water-based bravery HP attack that grants her the Water Dragon buff for 2 turns. Water Dragon raises water-based damage by 20% and it turns bravery attack into Tidal Wave. So the Tidal Wave right here, when using her first command, it makes her bravery attack into an AoE water-based attack, which I think is really cool, and I love anything that's AoE, so it's just perfect for me. Her second command is called Peridot's Radiant Thunder. It works exactly like her first one, except it focuses more on thunder, so it's a thunder-based bravery HP attack, and it grants her the Thunder Emperor buff for 2 turns. Thunder Emperor will raise thunder elemental damage by 20%, and it also turns her bravery attack into Judgment Bolt. Another thing to mention is that if you're transitioning between any of these commands, this buffs that you get will changes. So if you use Peridot's Radiant Thunder after the first command, it's going to change the Water Dragon buff to Thunder Emperor. It's kind of like whenever you're just transitioning with the stances that Lightning and Papalamo have when using their commands. And then over here is Judgment Bolt. Again, like with Tidal Wave, it's a one-hit AoE bravery attack that is thunder-based. So the first weapon for Garnet's gear, we have the Stardust Rod, which is her 15 CP. It boosts Aquamarine Radiant Water's power and lowers water rest for 4 turns. It also grants her brave regen. Well, it grants everyone brave regen for 4 turns, and it extends the Water Dragon buff for 4 turns. The 35 CP is called the Healing Rod. It boosts Peridot Radiant Thunder's power and lowers Thunder Rest for 4 turns. It boosts her max bravery and it extends the Thunder's Emperor buff for 4 turns. Lastly, her 35 CP armor is called the Madain Sari's Bracelet. It adds 110 to her initial bravery and it adds 84 to her defense. So the banner that will be featuring Garnet's weapons is also going to feature Cloud's new 35 CP weapon, which is the Rune Blade. It's also going to feature Zell's 15 CP, which is the Mavericks, and I would recommend pulling on this banner. I know I skipped the last two, well, quote-unquote, the Orange banner anyway. I did use some tickets on that, but this one I am going to be using my gems for because, honestly, Cloud, he's a great character. If you have his NT Buster Sword, then you should be fine for this event. If you don't have it, then you can totally, you can pull for this banner and try to get his Rune Blade. Zell is pretty great too. He's kind of underrated actually, but he can still pull his own. Garnet is a great support, obviously, so I would recommend pulling on this banner. So looking further into Cloud's Rune Blade, the Rune Blade boosts Finishing Touch's power. It adds its max usage by 1, meaning you can use it more than 1 time. It boosts Cloud's max bravery, his attack, and his critical rate for 5 turns. So now we're going to take a look at the boss. Alright, so this boss with a face that I'm pretty sure only a mom would love is called the Flan Medley. It is a Flan type enemy, but don't worry, it's not resistant to physical or melee attacks. It's totally neutral, so you can go nuts with that. It does have a chase value of 40, but it doesn't have any elemental weakness or resistances. Not yet, anyway. So there is definitely a lot to go here. Let me try to zoom in on this just to kind of make things a little easier. So when you start off the battle with the Flan Medley, it will start off by using Split, in which it will summon 2 smaller Flans, which can easily be broken they can easily be defeated if you just Brave Break them. So they're not too much of a problem though. If you have a strong enough character, or if you just use Garnet's commands like Tidal Wave or Judgment Bolt, you'll be fine on that. So High Split is pretty much the same thing as Split, except it will boost the Flan Medley's attack, speed, and max bravery. Generate Body boosts its bravery based on initial bravery, and it raises its defense to brave damage. Oops, sorry. And then this one you actually want to keep an eye on for. This is called Color Change, and what it does is it changes its elemental weakness and resistance from being weak to water and resistant to fire to being weak to thunder and resistant to water. And then its HP attack is called Molten Shot. Now, when it's water weak and fire resistant, it has fire-based attacks like Burn and Mega Burn. And then when it's thunder weak and water resistant, it will have water-based attacks. So, alternatives for this event, I know I always say it's like, use any alternative summons and restrictions, but I would say be careful whenever you're using different characters now, especially because of color change. So alternatives, you could use Ferris. She's like the only water based. She's the only character who has a water based command beside from Garnet, who we're going to be getting. Edge, Lightning, and Vincent can also help you out. Your go-to summon for going through the event should be Leviathan or Ramu, and then if you want to speed things up, you can use Sulfur Chocobo when you're doing the co-op stuff. And then for restrictions, try to avoid characters who have fire-based attacks like Vivi, Papalamo, or Preesh. So now I'm going to head over to Opera Omnia JP, and I'm going to showcase Garnet's commands. Okay, we're back now, and we're going to see the boss. Ugh. So when he starts off, he summons the Small Flan Medley. I should note that these little turds, they are weak to thunder, but they're resistant to water. So if I break one, hold on, which one? Dang it. I probably should, wait, no, what was I thinking? Anyway, so we're going to start off with Garnet's commands first. So we're going to use Aquamarine's Radiant Water. So we do this, and now everyone has Brave Regen. So I'm going to break this guy first. And when you break him, there you go, he disintegrates, and then he just dies. So simple as that. I'm going to actually use Booyah on you, just to get rid of you. Alright, so with the Brave Regen, now her Bravery attack becomes Tidal Wave. Oh, that's beautiful. I love the AoE stuff. It's just so satisfying. Ow! He did an HP attack on me. Anyway, so now we're going to do Peridot's Radiant Thunder. Ooh, my phone kind of lagged there for a second. Alright, so I'm gonna do that. And I wonder if I can paralyze him. Awesome, I did! Alright, so now her Tidal Wave becomes Judgment Bolt. Just like that. I should note though, even though I have her 35 CP, I did get the 15 CP passive on her, so now she has it without even needing to equip it. We're just gonna do this again, and I paralyzed him again. Alright, so I've let this go on a lot longer than it needs to be, so we're gonna get rid of this guy. Alright, so that pretty much covers up everything for Garnet's event. So thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Comment below if you're going to build up Garnet or if you're going to go for Cloud's weapons. I'm for sure I'm going to go for Garnet. I loved using her. She was actually the first event character I got in JP. So getting her in Global kind of means something to me. So other than that, I will see you all next time.